Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Chrono Cross. Alright, there's a few things for us to do. I have gone through the past to get Kid back in the party. Yay! The only things that I have not done main story-wise is go to get the device that'll allow us to fly up to the Terra Tower and then actually do the Terra Tower. Those are the only things that are left. Story-wise. However, there's a couple things that we can do before that. First of all... Gosh, I was really surprised to hear about what happened to you. Although you might have some hard times, don't give up. I'll be rooting for you. Oh yeah, I'm closing up shop today, so go ahead and take any of the leftovers. That'll cheer you up. You've received some Viper Churros. They taste better than usual. You feel revitalized. There was something hard inside it. When you look at it closer, you found Rainbow Shell! So yeah, that's what you get if you do the, if you haven't set the price properly. Let us go ahead and head up here. No, this is the wrong place. I need to go to the other one. I need to go there for quite a few reasons, actually, now that I think about it. I really wish that you could use the Astral Amulet just by being on the overworld map there, rather than having to take this extra... No, I don't need to see that. I've seen it a few times. Oh yeah, I need to load up a save to show something off as well. We'll do that in a moment. Alright, teleporter. Let's go ahead and get Sophronia in the party. So he is currently equipped with the Iron Lancer, because he is the only one that can do so. The Slasher is better. It is better than the Stone Sword. It is not as good as a Spectral Sword, which is currently equipped on someone else. So let's go ahead and head over here. I checked the sword in the ground over there, but it turned out to be rusty. It's probably called a sacred sword in honor of a lost family member. Beneath the Sacred Sword, the warriors lie. 13th Acacia Dragoon, Grandmaster Garai. 14th Acacia Dragoon, Grandmaster Dario. Father, brother. Oh, is it... Do I do this in the, other world, actually? Hold on. I thought it was this world. I will say this, it's easier to keep track of times than it is other worlds. Let's see. Yeah, it's another world. Oops. Couldn't remember which world we got the Iron Lancer in. There we go, Astral Amulet. Alright. But I believe that's the right place. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, nope. Get up here. And I will do this later. I'm going to do all of the characters, but that will come a little bit later. Yeah, it does look different, in fact. I should have realized. The Iron Lancer is resonating. Brother, yes, I understand. This sword I will take into my hands, and together we will fulfill our unfinished dream. Sophronia has inherited the Einlanzer. And he is now using... Alright, so it still says Einlanzer. It is the twin Einlanzer. He will be using both of them. So now it is better than the Slasher. I believe Zlatorbatek has the... Yeah. Get that on. So yeah, it is slightly better even than a Spectral Sword. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Let's go find a fight, and we will show that off. I do still need to go back to the other world, but it's fine. The home world. Here, Teuton Shamans. Let's get into a fight with you. So he is now using both Einlanzers. It's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and dive and drive on you. Oh, 1,030 damage. Not too shabby. And you can Sonic Sword that one. 952. Not too shabby. We're going to Fire Pillar. It's fine. Let's speed it up. And X-Strike on you. 2834. I mean, it's pretty good, I guess. Let's find another fight and we'll just do regular attacks. Come here. Fire Pillar again. That's fine. That's pretty nice. Alright, we'll just auto battle from here on out. Alright, so there's that. There's a couple other things to do as well. Let's get back to the homeworld. And I have not gotten any, let's do that. Not that I expect to get into any fights, but, I think I'm close enough. Yeah, I need to load up a save to show off something, so let me go ahead and pop out here. Let's go ahead and make a quick save. I'm on that one. Load, slot 2, file 4. So this is back here in Chronopolis. And I think I could probably come back here and see this with, like, manually. It's just easier. I had a save. Up to the 4th floor. There is something that I did not look at, and it has some story-related information. So I want to come back here and just look at it, because it's kind of neat. So I never actually looked at this open Record of Fate. The Record of Fate is exposed? Two worlds that are so close in nature, yet so far removed from one another, exist in separate dimensions. These worlds are under the constant observation of, and are guided by, the main computer of Chronopolis, Fate. Fate has been manipulating the world in which El Nido lies in order to avoid any major change to the history it knows. If an event on El Nido influences the main continent, the year 2400 in which Fate exists would change. This paradox could potentially lead to great disaster. The records of Fate, Fate's terminals, collect data from around the world and input guidance directly into the minds of its users. In this covert manner, Fate is able to control the lives of people without them knowing. Guided by Fate, the people of El Nido lead harmonious lives. In a sense, they are nothing more than puppets of Fate. An instruction to the young girl in Arneo 1 to give up going to the main continent to become a poet. Might remember that. An instruction to the man in Arneo 2 to give up on becoming a fisherman. A plan to avoid any point of contact with the main continent, so as not to affect history. However, ever since the formation of the Dead Sea 10 years ago, Fate has been unable to intervene directly with World 01. So, real fast, in another world, that girl did give up her dream of becoming a poet. But in our home world, she did not. Indicating that, you know, she's eventually going to go to the main continent, possibly alter history there. The best Fate could do was to cross the dimensions and receive data through the records of Fate. And with much difficulty, Fate succeeded in binding Miguel to the Dead Sea as a watchman. So that's why he was there. So, some pretty significant information granted there, and of course, like, it was obvious in this room, and I thought it said somewhere, like here, indicated that, you know, what the records of Fate were actually doing. This game did get released after, this was what, 1999, and Xenogears was in 1997. So the idea of the save points, not only being an in-game thing, not just a place for you to save, not just a place free of monsters or something like that in some other games, but an actual device that is integrated into the story. I don't know if it came from that, but I mean, it is a theme in both games, and it's used by what amounts to one of the villains to control things and monitor things. So, I do really like that aspect of it. But it's pretty important, and then, of course, the event 10 years ago, which was, of course, us, you know, Auld coming in contact with becoming the Arbiter of Fate and everything like that. That cut off Fate's access, and I don't need to be here anymore. So, I thought that was pretty interesting. I apologize for not having gotten that bit of information earlier. And here we are back here. Let's head back up here to Termina. Oh, I might need Solarian in the party for this. Get in the inn, please. Alright, just for good measure, I'll put him in. So I kept meaning to do this, and I never did, because I just didn't use the character very much. And this is probably a good time to talk about it. What I think I would have liked to have seen with the characters is kind of like how in Final Fantasy VIII, you've got 6 characters, and you essentially you're basically encouraged to set up duplets, where each of a pair are built the same way. You've got your fighter, your black magic user, and your white magic user kind of thing, or your fighter, your defender, and your magic user kind of thing, where they focus on different skills. They're kind of described a little bit differently in different facts and everything like that. Deposit some money? Yes. There's 0 G inside. How much should I put in? 900. There's already 0 G in there. It won't fit that much. Alright, 1. Deposit more. So I'm not sure how much I can... There we go. Alright, it's full. So that should increase the damage of his level 3, or his level 7 tech. It's not a whole lot of money. I kind of wish I'd done that earlier, but we'll see how it fares when I do the overall thing. But now is a good opportunity to do just that. I'll leave that on. So yeah, what I would have liked is the different characters being... And with the 6 elements, it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult, but I wish every character was either a fighter or a magic user or something like that. Like, and then they'd all, like, every fighter, quote-unquote, would have the same stats. And the having the innates does toss a big wrench into the works, but thinking along the lines of, so it's basically like, you know, okay, so you want to use someone other than, you know, you want to use someone else other than Tidal Rabbit, so you just, like, do a quick option that switches everything over, like you have in Final Fantasy VIII. I think that would have been a lot better, and then it's more that the characters, you have the individual skills. Actually, I don't need to be here. That is their, you know, that and their appearance is what brings uniqueness. And I guess weapons, too, but it's... Actually, I do want to turn that on, just in case. I don't know, it just would have been easier if it's like, it doesn't really matter who you use, kind of thing. You have certain archetypes, and they're all the same in that regard. And then it's just down to who you like better. Because some of the characters do end up being, by their stats, objectively less good numerically than others, just across the board. And I don't like that.
Hey, where do you think you're coming from? I don't believe this. My precious barrel I've been using all these years to ferment Sarura Sea juice. It's connected to the dirty, filthy Hydra marshes. This was me only enjoyment in life. Could this too have been influenced by the dimensional distortion? Ah, phooey. I've lost all will to live. All I can do is cry myself to sleep.
The Chrono Cross seems to be responding to the unstable dimension. Alright, I use Chrono Cross. That looks like the Dragon 2. Ald called his former party members from the other dimension. Alright, so... there are 2 people missing. That's unfortunate. Who's actually missing? missing? Because I went through and I saved the game after a couple, I may need to do a full-on clear. Which I don't have the time for that. Right now, at least. Let's see. So I don't think I have Nancy. I don't have Pierre. Does Pierre show up that far down? Because I went and I included him in a battle against Lavos, but one of the extra endings. And I did save it, because I wasn't sure if it would pull it from existing saves. So yeah, okay, I guess you do have to go through the game fully 3 times. Oh, that's annoying, because yeah, I got 35 hours in this right now. That's a lot. I was really hoping that it would pull this. Okay, so you gotta, I guess you do have to, it keeps track of people like that. You can get Nancy back in the party that way. You can't get the Chrono Cross until, I don't know how that's supposed to work. So I'm not sure. But that did get us Ab Cody with 52 magic. That did get Skilled Tongue. 79 strength, pretty good. And 11. 50 magic. There we go. Alright, so a couple things that I'm going to need to figure out. I'm going to need to double check what I need to do for that, because I thought that was going to get me everyone the way that I had done it. But no, I'll have to look it up, because I know you well, I don't know for sure because I've never done it before, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it stated that you can get everyone, including Nancy. All right. So since I do not have Pierre, I was going to get his final his level 7 tech, but I can't do that. Well, that's annoying. All right. I'm gonna go look that up, and if I have to actually end the game, then we'll have the. I was gonna do a read off of end quotes, and I could probably get through fairly quick some things, like skip a lot of optional things. Like I could skip optional characters running through the game, because I'll pull them all over automatically. Alright, well, I will give it some thought and look up some information, but I think we'll end it here a little bit early, but a lot of these have been fairly short. But that is what you need to do to get everyone. So yeah, when we come back next time, I will either have figured that out, or we'll be doing the ending text dialogue read-offs, or something like that. I'll figure it out. Anyway, see you next time, everyone.